The stars screamed. Space itself tore open like glass under thunder. From that wound in the void, the Justice League emerged, bruised, stunned, and staring into endless darkness. The bright world they knew was gone. Here, the sky bled with war. Dead worlds drifted, and a single phrase echoed through psychic winds. Asterisk, in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Asterisk. Batman's gaze hardened. Superman floated still, hearing cries across galaxies. Something ancient and cruel watched them, and for the first time, justice had entered Hell's domain. Superman felt the sun here was weak, cold, dying. Its light barely brushed his skin. Batman, scanning with his gauntlet, whispered, different dimension. Possibly future, or something worse. Wonder Woman knelt, brushing dust made of ashen metal. The Flash blinked rapidly, his link to the Speed Force unstable. Cyborg's senses screamed with signals, mechanical life beyond comprehension. Then came the noise, gunfire like storms, screams like engines. Across the horizon, armored giants clashed under banners of skulls and eagles. "We're not in Kansas anymore," Flash muttered. Superman's eyes narrowed toward the battlefield below. The League descended, cloaked in caution. Before them sprawled a planet consumed by endless war. Titans, metal behemoths, traded fire that cracked continents. Space Marines fought in disciplined lines while monstrous heretics surged forward, chanting to dark gods. Wonder Woman's jaw tightened. "These are not villains," she said softly. "These are believers." Batman's scanners locked onto a massive cathedral fortress, the Imperium's command post. "We find their leaders," he ordered. "Understand their war." Superman nodded, though unease grew in him. He could sense billions dying. Every second, another scream lost to the void. They arrived amid chaos, greeted by suspicion and awe. The Space Marines of the Ultramarines chapter surrounded them, weapons raised. Their captain, armored in gold and blue, stared at Superman's emblem. "You bear a false god's mark," he thundered. "Explain yourself." Wonder Woman stepped forward, sword lowered in peace. "We are not your enemies. But to the Imperium, all outsiders were heresy." Only when Superman caught a falling Rhino tank midair, saving dozens, did the tension ease. The captain's tone softened. "Then perhaps the Emperor has sent you," he murmured. Inside the fortress, the League learned of humanity's desperate faith. The Emperor, silent upon his golden throne, was worshipped as a god who guided mankind's survival. Cyborg scans revealed horrifying truths. The Emperor's body was decaying, sustained by millions of souls sacrificed daily. Batman frowned. A god kept alive by death. A civilization built on fear. Wonder Woman looked toward the stars. And yet, they endure. Superman clenched his fists. "Then we help them, without judging what we don't understand." The League decided to defend one world, to prove hope could still burn here. The next dawn saw horror. Demonic portals tore open, spilling nightmares. Chaos Marines roared prayers to the Dark Masters, while demons wreathed like shadows made flesh. Superman charged, his heat vision blazing across the battlefield. The Flash darted through bolter fire, saving hundreds before they fell. Wonder Woman met a greater demon in single combat, her blade singing with divine fury. Batman coordinated defenses with surgical precision. The Ultramarines watched in disbelief, mortals fighting beside gods, and gods fighting for them. For the first time in centuries, faith and courage aligned. But victory came at a cost. The warp rippled again, and from its heart stepped Abaddon the Despoiler, Warmaster of Chaos. His voice was thunder, his presence despair itself. "You do not belong here, false champions," he sneered. Superman struck, but Abaddon caught the blow, his talon glowing with warp energy. The two titans clashed, shaking the world. Meanwhile, Batman realized something terrible. This universe fed on conflict. The more they fought, the stronger chaos grew. We can't win through power, he warned through comms. We need to change the game entirely. Cyborg hacked into the Imperium's Vox network, broadcasting across the planet. People of humanity, his voice boomed, you are not alone. Superman hovered above the burning sky, his cape a symbol of defiance. You've forgotten something vital, he declared. You are not slaves to fear. You can choose hope. Across the lines, soldiers paused. Some dropped to their knees, not in worship, but realization. The demons screamed louder as faith in despair began to waver. Wonder Woman's lasso blazed brighter. The balance had shifted. The warp itself trembled at newfound belief. Abaddon roared in fury, striking Superman into the ground. You dare defy the gods, he bellowed. But Superman rose again, broken armor gleaming. I don't serve gods, he said. I serve what's right. Batman triggered an orbital strike. Flash redirected lightning, and together they unleashed fury born of unity. Abaddon staggered, retreating into the warp. The skies cleared for the first time in centuries. The Ultramarines knelt, not in worship, but respect. Their captain spoke softly. You have done what we could not. You've given us something worth believing in again. The League gathered amid ruins, weary yet resolute. Wonder Woman placed a hand on Superman's shoulder. You've become their beacon. He shook his head. No, Diana, they must be their own light. Batman's calculations showed the warp's instability growing. We disrupted balance, he said. We can't stay, Cyborg confirmed. Their arrival had weakened dimensional boundaries. They needed to return, or risk merging both realities. Flash sighed. So we save a world, and then we leave it. Superman smiled faintly. That's what we do, Barry. We give hope, even when we can't stay. At dawn, they met the chapter master once more. The Emperor's light will not fade, he promised. But perhaps it will shine differently. Superman nodded. Then make it shine for all humanity. Not through fear, but through unity. Wonder Woman gifted him her broken shield, symbol of protection through struggle. As the League prepared to depart, the skies tore open again, an unstable rift leading home. Flash looked back at the soldiers saluting them. Guess we just changed a galaxy's story. Batman's expression softened, or reminded them how stories can begin again. Crossing the rift was agony. Realities screamed against one another. The League emerged back above Earth, though days had passed there like centuries elsewhere. The sun felt warmer now, yet each of them carried echoes of that grim universe. The screams, the prayers, the courage. Superman stood silently over Metropolis, remembering the dying worlds. Even in darkness, he whispered, there's always a spark. Wonder Woman nodded beside him. They'll remember that, Clark. Maybe one day, they'll rise from their endless war. Batman said nothing, but in his eyes, hope flickered anew. Unknown to them, a fragment of the warp followed through, a sliver of chaotic energy hidden in cyborg systems. Deep within his circuits, it whispered in faint voices, speaking of gods, of eternal war, of destiny. He noticed, analyzing quietly, unwilling to worry the team yet. Somewhere across the stars, the Emperor stirred faintly, a pulse of psychic light brushing his corpse throne. Perhaps he too had seen what true justice looked like, hope without chains. And perhaps that was enough to alter fate, even slightly, in the endless shadow of the future. Back on Terra, rumors spread among the Imperium. Tales of radiant heroes who defied chaos and lived. Some called them saints, others heretics, but a few whispered something different, that they were reminders of humanity's forgotten strength. Across battlefields, small acts of mercy began appearing. Soldiers spared enemies, civilians shared rations, commanders questioned blind faith. It was not rebellion, it was awakening. The galaxy remained cruel, but beneath its iron rule, seeds of change began to stir. And somewhere deep within the warp, chaos itself shuddered at the scent of something new, hope. The Justice League stood once more in their hall of justice, the stars of their own universe calm and bright. Yet none could forget the place where justice met war. Do you think they'll survive? Flash asked. Superman looked at him, eyes reflecting countless stars. If they remember why they fight, not for gods or empires, but for each other, then yes. Batman turned off the lights, leaving the hall in silence. Then we did our part. Outside, dawn rose over Earth, pure and gentle, the kind of light even the 41st millennium might envy.